Allow me to partologize myself. Suppositorily speaking, my incarceration has forced, you understand, the ventilation of, shall I say, my dairy air. And upon my discharge, I will ejaculate my mind to the prophylactic of the bowels of society.
But how would you support yourself, Mr. Bain?
Salute! Happy Black History Month. This is Professor Mo, and I want to talk to you today about the myth of Mother Dear. Mother Dear, everybody talks about Mother Dear as far as the 52 blocks is concerned, so let me straighten you out on a couple of things. Mother Dear was a person who dressed up like a woman, and he attacked the weaker inmates. He was a predator. So a lot of times you see in certain communities, we love to sensationalize negativity, and Mother Dear is one of those. That's the reason why for over the years since the 52 Block Federation has been doing this channel, we have never addressed Mother Dear. But your comments, you've asked me to address Mother Dear, especially you guys who think you're 52 block experts. First, I want to tell you you're not. This is martial arts with Afrocentric roots. It's the martial arts system that our people fought for their freedom. Like in Brazil when they used capoeira, like in China when they used Kung Fu to free themselves. This is what this represents. Martial arts with Afrocentric roots. And you put a negative stain on it by sensationalizing this jailhouse predator. We're not going to make that person into what we say in the martial arts, the sensei of the dojo. This is the reason why we don't have enough kids in the 52 blocks. This is the reason why we can't get teenagers in the 52 blocks. Because when that father hears about the glory days of Mother Dear, they're pulling their child. They're not enrolling their child. This is why the 52 blocks has been in the dark for decades. It's been in the dark because none of us as martial artists, rather professional or traditional, wanted to say we were using cage or we were using skull and crossbone. Even though you can see people using it, they never give credit to the 52 blocks because we always got some old, worn out uncle who spent half his life in jail talking about Mother Dear. It is a ridiculous thing to talk about. And as far as catch and kiss, show me a video of anybody doing some catch and kiss. When a man is fighting you in his fight mode, it's virtually impossible for you to catch and kiss. I've worked with, trained with, and fought with some of the best fighters in the world. These fighters are never going to tell you that catch and kiss is a thing. Only non-fighters talk about that kind of nonsense. When a man is in fight mode, how are you able to catch and kiss? So there's no such thing, but these are the stories. This is the mythology. This is the mythology of jailhouse stories. And they love these guys who are unsuccessful, who haven't done the right thing in their lives. They love to talk to you about all their jailhouse stories. My Uncle Johnny, God rest his soul, who was a real gangster, said it's only the fools that talk about getting caught. We're not going to sensationalize something as negative as spending half of your life in jail. We don't want to hear your stories, Uncle Ray Ray and Uncle Nuck Nuck. Thank you, but keep those stories to yourself. We want to be about the heroes of the martial arts. One of our instructors, Professor Ace Mitchell, is a real combat military hero. We want to talk about him. Reno Morales, which was my Shotokan instructor, and also my 52 block instructor. Reno Morales was a real hero, not some guy in the prison taking advantage and bullying those who we consider to be the weak. I'm sorry for the sound, but I hope that you can still hear me. That's the difference, people. We have to stop sensationalizing negativity in our communities. The 52 Block Federation is all about being positive, about us growing as a community, about us honoring and remembering our history. That's why it's so appropriate during Black History Month for me to sit here and tell you that all the people that talk about Mother Dear is nothing but a bunch of fools telling you jailhouse folklore, jailhouse stories. And guess what? Nobody wants to hear. Keep it to yourself. I'm gonna give you an example. I've been in the martial arts world for a long time. I have friends who practice different martial arts. Let's take the ninja, for example, because Batman's a ninja. There's Ninja Turtles. My kids love Ninja Turtles. Everybody wanted to be, I think, Donatello. They wanted to eat pizza and do martial arts. They love the Ninja Turtles. But guess what? Ninjas are assassins. They're for hire. But nobody, you don't go to any ninjutsu school and they go, yeah, man, let me tell you about my sensei. My sensei, somebody came in, gave him $200,000, and he made a guy disappear just yesterday. He deleted him. Nobody tells you foolish stories like that because they don't exist. The Mother Dear story, not real. It's all fluff. It's not real martial arts. And it's no offense against the LGBTQ community because Mother Dear liked men and he could fight. There's a lot of guys out here who are LGBTQ who will put you on your behind if you don't respect. What do we say in our creed? We respect all people regardless of race, creed, color, or gender. However, I don't, and the Federation, we do not respect this whole Mother Dear narrative. You guys need to stop with that nonsense. I gave you the analogy of a ninjutsu martial artist, a guy who practices ninjutsu. He gets to wear the cool mask, he gets to climb trees, he gets to climb on buildings, he gets to work with exotic weapons, but the one thing that he's not doing is deleting people. And when you're talking about Mother Dear, you're talking about you're sensationalizing a bully, you're sensationalizing a person who was taking advantage of weaker inmates. I'll give you an example. What do you think catch and kiss the fist meant? Did it mean that they were friends? Or did it mean that now that the person who caught your fist and kissed it now is in control of you? It's about dominance. Him, Mother Dear, dominating a weaker person. And they're very good at finding who to mess with. That's one thing I want to say. They're very good at that. It's like that guy, what's the guy? He was on Boondocks. That guy talking about, you can do it the easy way or the hard way. You tell me which way you want to do it. That guy. You sensationalized him. They had him on every talk show for 6 months. So he can tell you how he was nothing better in the world than booty. More ridiculous talk. Because he was able to pick the people that he was going to attack. These guys are very good at this. They're very good at picking out who's weak. And that's who they grab. That's who they pull. That's who they say is the easy way or the hard way. Because with a man who will fight for his rights, a man who will fight for his self-respect, it's a death match. It's to the end. They never pick those people. They never pick the people that if you got involved and you tried to take that man's manhood, it would be the absolute death match. They always pick the guy that they think is easy to take everything from that person. These are not heroes. Let's stop making heroes out of nonsense like that. The next time you're at the barbecue and your worn out uncle who didn't go to school, who didn't have a good job, who led a life of crime, who did 10, 15 years or half his life in prison, when he starts them jailhouse stories, you tell him, Uncle, we don't want to hear it. No, thank you. And if you're a mother, you definitely don't want him to be saying that around your children. We don't want those stories. I don't want your nephew to hear how you failed, because you failed. You didn't win, you failed. When somebody can take 10 years of my life, that's a failure. When somebody can take 15 years of my life, I failed. When somebody can take 5 years of my life, that's a failure. That's not success. But in our community, we have been so attacked over the years that we start to try to make bad good. And Mother Dear is an example of making something bad and trying to make it good. But it's never going to be good as far as the Federation is concerned. Before we end, I'm about to get on my boy's boat here. But before we end, I want to give a shout out to a real hero in the 52 block community, which is Professor Ace Mitchell. He's a former Navy sniper. He was part of Miami SWAT team. He's from Miami. He's also worked in the prison system, and he's going to be expanding the system, especially when it comes down to firearms and edge weapons. Next year, the beginning of next year, he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and all are welcome. All 52 block Federation members, you're welcome to come out and congratulate Professor Ace Mitchell. And then from Chicago, we have Dr. Professor Rashid, and Rashid has just been a great addition. He's a man of a lot of knowledge, and he's one of the seniors in the 52 block Federation. Congratulations, he's just been promoted to being a 52 block master as a master instructor. Our last but not least master instructor is from Washington, D.C., and that would be Professor Mark Young. Congratulations to you, and you're on the next level now, sir. So I hope that you're ready. Guys, don't be offended if during the next couple of months I do the same thing and I give a shout out to these guys again, because I know I've been ranting about the whole Mother Dear situation and how we have to stop glorifying negativity. We will not glorify negativity. Let's glorify things that are positive. This is martial arts with Afrocentric roots, so it's very important that we give it the respect it deserves. In Japan, karate. In China, kung fu. In the Philippines, Filipino stick fighting. And here in the Americas, we have the 52 blocks. Salute to you.